LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Washington Huskies offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them.
Turning it on! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Oh, it's a reverse. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Pulls and fires complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
This crowd bringing the energy, and breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to kicker's head. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams will pass. Under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen in the last couple weeks.
Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, trying to scramble, you're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Unloads quickly. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Using his legs, it's Berry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. him. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He's got it down the middle. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Got it in the middle, it's Berry. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short. Now set up in a...
Touchdown LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end. Coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Off the play fake on 1st down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
The The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Leaves it with the running back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Williams looking for a man. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They punt it away on 4th down. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do, they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing there.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Williams will pass. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The kick is on its way. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to...
Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Find space on the right. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And this offense has been a story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They go to the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And wings it incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Washington sends out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 1st and 10 for the offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's a heat. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to throw again. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow...
All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Husky.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Ready, go. Williams looking for a man. Got his man in the middle. He stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to get the 2 and cut this to a 2-possession game.
LSU 24, Washington 6.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll try the run. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll immediately call timeout. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down.
Get set.
To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the move. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Under fire. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can...
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Big fella moving. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose.
And what a great play.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The give on the inside. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really...
Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Cobb sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating. They got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And it'll be down right there. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Gibson on the option. And some room to work. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. Washington right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Makes the grab deep. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverages.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Williams will pass. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got the tight end. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
4th down coming up.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
This time it's complete. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quarterback now breaking the field. Complete out of the backfield. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop.
Turning it on! And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Williams looking for a man. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Got him downfield. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
On the run, still looking. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Winning those